What's good, YouTube? So I'm back with another reaction video. Let's dive into this video and I'm gonna chop it up with you guys real quick.
So this is something I ain't touched on in a little while, but it's definitely something that I've mentioned in the past. I think most guys who are stepdads, I don't think they really care about the kids. Now the reason why I say this is, you always have to think about alternative realities. So think of a situation like this. A man is with a woman that's got a child or two that's not his. Stepfathers, a lot of them will claim, a lot of them will pretend, oh yeah man, I love the kids. The ones that are not his, I love the kids. I guarantee you know, if the woman got sent on a first class ticket to the pearly gates of heaven, we'll see how long that guy sticks around for. So that's something that I've spoken about in the past. Now what prompted me to make this video is, I'm just doing the electrical certificate, this is why I'm looking down. Obviously I go to a lot of different households and that, and I clock, that guy there may have fathered the youngest two, but the oldest two are not his, yeah? So a thought just popped into my head. And I was thinking to myself, obviously I'm a man, I've got my own place, you know what I mean? I reckon there will be a lot less stepfathers if it wasn't for homelessness. If it wasn't for the difficulty, because
Why is he taking so long to get to it? He's taking so long to get to it. Go on, let me hear what he's got to say.
You know, obviously in this country, it's harder for men to get housing accommodation. Let me tell you something right now, yeah? If you're a healthy, fit male, you've got a healthy brain, i.e. no mental issues, and you've got a healthy body, you know what that means? Yo, no chance in you getting a council flat, my friend. Unless you
This is the problem as well. This is, I know where this guy's getting at. I ain't even watched this video. And I feel like I know exactly where he's getting at with this. This is one of the problems as well in the community as well. It's like, a lot of guys want to take this cancel flat, you know, scheme, opportunity. I don't know if it's an opportunity or not. But my thing with this is this, yeah? Every guy that I've seen that's went to go get themselves a council flat, right? They've been in that council flat for decades, bro. I feel like as a man, healthy man, right? You got your hands, you got your leg, you got your head, you got common sense, you ain't gonna go through no mental illness. You shouldn't even be applying for a council house, bro. That's just me as a person. I keep it 100 with you. I feel like that stops your growth. I see man today living in a council house they had when they're like 16 and they big 38, my age, still in that same position. I say to man, I say, bro, like, why wouldn't you want to go better yourself? Why would you not gonna move out of that council? They'll be like, nah, bro, D, man, it's cheap, man, it's cheap. And they'll have like a big boy HP car outside the council house. And you're thinking to yourself, bro, like, if you can pay, I don't know, 1,000 on that car every month, and that's not even including insurance, why wouldn't you want to live in a nice area, bro? You see a man living in a 1-bedroom house and he's got a missus that's got a kid and they've got another kid and they're all in that tight environment just to save money, bro. That don't make no sense, bro. Like, life is for living. You feel me? But let me hear what he's got to say, man. That's just my POV, innit?
That's the only time, yeah, it's easy to get a place. Now, if you come out of jail, you might go straight into a hostel and that. I don't know. When I came out of jail when I was 18, the reason why my mum knew that I was coming out of jail is because they need to know where you're going. They don't want to release you from prison and you're out on the streets because then you might reoffend and that. I wanted to make it a surprise to my mum coming home and that. She already knew because the prison contacted them. Right, I just started off talking about stepdads and now I'm talking about me getting released from prison. You lot need to fucking stop me. Anyway, so obviously, as you know already, yeah, it's difficult for men to get housing, whether it's a flat or a house, unless there's something wrong with them. If you've got a healthy brain, a healthy body, you're out on your own if you're a man in this country.
And that should be all right, but you should be cool with that as a man as well. Because I remember when I was incarcerated, I came out, someone told me, you know, you can apply for a council. I was like, bro, I don't want that, bro. That means they're going to put me in the same environment where I got myself nicked from. I said, nah, it's cool, man. I'm going to do it by myself. Then I went to go open up my own barber shop in Southeast London. You get what I'm saying to you? Went to go get a private rent. You feel me? To me, as a man, I look at it like, you know, there's a blessing in the struggle. You feel me? Like, I don't want no handout. I don't want no one to help me. And I don't want the system to handicap me either. You feel me? And I don't want to be forced to stay in a certain property just because it's cheap and it's a council flat. No, I want the best for myself. You feel me? So I'm going to put myself in the deep end and hopefully I can come out with a pile of gold. But that's just my mindset. But I did see a lot of guys come out of jail and then after the hostel, they get a council flat, a 1-bedroom council flat. And ever since I got that 1-bedroom council flat, bro, if I call them right now, they're still in that same property. They don't want to leave that property because they feel like they can't get nothing cheaper. But really and truly, you're just stopping your growth, stopping your blessings. You know, scare money don't make no money, you know.
So if it wasn't for homelessness, if it wasn't for it being very difficult for a man to get a house or somewhere to live, I reckon there'll be a lot less stepfathers. I reckon the reason why certain men become a stepfather and they pick said woman, obviously certain men might struggle to get women and I get that. But
why is this guy taking so long to land? Bro, just land, bro. Just say it with your chest, bro. You probably know certain brothers that's in that situation. You don't want to hurt no. But bro, say it with your chest, bro. Sometimes the truth is going to hurt people, but it's going to pattern them up at the same time.
I think it's just because they need a place to stay. That's it. I think the reason why most men become stepfathers and don't just date that woman who has children of her own, I think it's just because they need a place to stay.
And there you go, fellas. There you go. He finally said it. If he's wrong, because this is the first time I'm actually watching the video, I don't think he's wrong. And I'll tell you why I don't think he's wrong. I remember the first time when I first got out, right? I was around 23, so I went in at 21, you know, and then I got out at 23. And when I got out, right, I had nowhere to go, right? So I went to my mum's house. And I was like, this is long, man. I can't, because before I went to my mum's house, I had my own apartment. I've always had my own apartment from when I was like 17. I was like, man, this ain't the life, man. This is long. And I saw one girl one time, and she was a baby mum, and she had her own yard. So I was like, bet. So, you get me? Done my little thing, and I was chilling in the yard for like, I feel like 1 to 2 months. And I was just saying to myself, nah, this is long. And I got myself out of there. And then eventually, I think I was in my uncle's spot for a bit. I was there for like 9 months. Then I knew to myself, if I'm going to be here for 9 months, let me start a business, Cookie, because I ain't got no rent, I ain't got nothing. Start a business. When my business started lifting off, then I went to go get my own property. But I had to going through that stage of just saying, no, I don't want to end up like some man out here, like trying to be with certain girls just because you don't want to be living in your mum's house. I said, I'd rather sleep in my car, right, thug it out, right, until I can get myself back to motion. And once I got myself back to motion, trust me, bro, feel me, there was no looking back. So sometimes some people don't really want to go through the hard route. So they're going to go, you know what I mean, go stay in some next man's baby mom's house and sleep over and, you know, because they know like, they're homeless, really and truly, you're homeless, you feel me? But my thing is this though, don't ever do that, man. If you ever do that, bro, you've lost. Especially if you do it for a long period of time, because I know some guys, they'll be like trying to buy bare stuff for the house, plasma TV, PlayStation, you know, they want to get everything all comfortable. When the girl tells you to get out of the house, my bro, you're going to have to get out of the house, bro. So really and truly, bro, you couch surfing, you feel me?
then, you know, they realize, you know what, dating's hard out here and that. Fuck it. Have another 2. Add that to your existing 2. Now you got 4 kids, miss. So, yeah, I just think the reason why a lot of men become stepdads and that, I know it's not because they're devoted to them children and that. I guarantee you, yeah, the only way a stepfather will stay in the child that is not his life. So, for example, there's a man, he meets a woman, she's already got 1 or 2 children before him, and then he has a child with that woman. the only way the guy would stick around if she...
Nah, man. Later for that, but that can never be me. Never be me. I don't really give a toss. Look, I told people, listen, you see this channel, Just DK, I'm gonna say how I wanna say it, how I like it. If you don't like what I'm saying, unfollow, go somewhere else. Because I'm gonna speak my mind. That can never be me. That can never be me. Bro, I'd rather die trying. Feel me? I'd rather get rich or die trying. That can never be me because that's hell. It's like living in hell. That's hell, bro.
You know, got sent on a first class ticket to the pearly gates of heaven, and that is only because he has a child with her. So maybe he might think like, oh, okay, I will look after these 2 kids plus my one. And to be fair, I don't think that's...
Oh, I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying now. Because this guy was he's taking long to get to the point. You feel what I'm saying to you? Basically, what he's saying is stepfathers, right? That's being a stepfathers are really homeless. And this is how you can tell if you're homeless. Would you show your stepkids the same love that you show your own kids if the mother of your stepkid wasn't alive no more? So if you're a stepfather, let me know. And it's kind of different for females as well. Females that's with a guy that has kids, right? It's different because they're nurturing. I'm talking about the dudes. Feel me? That's what I think he's trying to get at. But he's trying to take too long to get to it. They're taking too long to land, my boy.
Case. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I'm telling you, yeah, forget about his child. Imagine, yeah, he had no kids with this woman. And it's just him, the woman, and 2 kids that she's had from a previous relationship. If something happens to her, those kids better be counting down the amount of days left until that guy disappears, yeah. So, yeah, little food for thought. Anyway, man.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, man. I hear what you're saying. So he's basically saying the only reason why the guy's there at the first place is because he's homeless. So a lot of stepfathers are living in some baby mom's house because they're homeless. They got nowhere else to go and they got no choice but to pretend that they like the kid. So if the kid, if the mother passes away, they're not going to have that same energy for the kids because why? There's no more place to live. So they got to go find that a next place to live. You feel me? And I feel like that's true. You know what I mean? But some guys are different. Some stepdads are different. The ones I rate is the one that take the baby mom out of those silly little environment and tell the baby mom, come live with me. Bring you and your kids. Them guys there really have genuine love for the kids, because if you're going to make a woman come live with you and bring her kids with you and show the kid unconditional love and treat that kid or treat that boy or treat that girl how to be a woman or how to be a man, and you're really actually going out your way to do charity, because that's charity work. To me, that's charity work, right? And you want to do that, you feel what I'm saying to you, and then have kids with the girl. That girl or that woman must be a great individual for you to take that chance with. But that's if you got her moving with you. If it's the other way around and you're living in her house, you don't love them kids like that, man. You really homeless and looking for somewhere to stay. You really couch surfing. And that's a facts. Anyway, guys, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to leave this out in the description below so you can check up on this channel. See you there. Peace. Bow.